So, good evening. Ito yung ating presentation. Itong portable weather station na using Internet of Things and data logging so that we can have big data and we can use for researches. So, since I added an application, I think you can, as you can see, ito yung kanyang Android application that is also using Internet of Things. So, ang kailangan lang natin is Wi-Fi or Internet dito sa ating cellphone, and we can now access kung ano yung mga reading ng ating Android app anywhere in the world, no? Kahit nasan ka, as long as dito sa'yo itong application na to, and then meron kang Internet. So, since sinesend ng ating data, ang data ng ating weather station sa two outputs. First is yung sa ating website na ginawa for portableweatherstation.tk, kaya yung kanyang web domain or yung kanyang website name. Tapos gumamit ako ng dalawang GPRS module in which one of them will send towards the internet or website na pwedeng tingnan ng mga tao as long as alam nila yung pangalan ng website. Yung second naman is directly sending sa a blank na server in which pwedeng ma-access nito in real time. By the way, these values are from the latest value kanina. Hindi pa naman siya nag-send ngayon kasi hindi ko pa siya turn on. So since I added another feature which is yung ating web application app na Android, I also added another supply kasi as I tested, hindi na kaya ng isang single supply dito. So, kahit na dalawa na yung ating power supply, if you want to make our system solar powered, actually, possible pa rin naman. Kasi this, I added a supply which is only 5 volts. So, yung kanina is 12 volts. So, pag gumagawa tayo ng solar powered system, meron tayong tinatawag na solar charge controller. So, kung gagamit tayo ng solar charge controller, meron siyang dalawang output. Ang isang output niya is 12 volts. Ang isa pang output niya is 5 volts. So, basically, isasaksak natin dito, putulin natin to siya, ilalagay natin dun sa 12 volts, tapos puputulin din natin to siya, ilalagay natin dun sa 5 volts, and that will work as our power supply na solar. So that ang ating system will become totally portable. Kahit sa forest natin dalhin, pwede natin gamitin yun to gather data, environmental data na kailangan natin for our research. Another thing is, since meron siyang flood monitoring sensors, itong mga water level na pwede nating ilagay sa rivers, this can also serve as warning device. Tapos meron siyang wind sensor and rain intensity meter. So, yun nga, pwede siyang gawing warning device kung merong malalakas na ulan or malalakas na typhoon. Okay? So, let's start. To power up the system, we just simply isasaksak lang natin ito silang dalawa, and then we will wait na mag-initialize yung ating system. So, kung nakita natin, ang first na lalabas sa LCD is initializing wireless connection. So, ito yung medyo matagal, pero this is just initialization. Once lang naman ito siya, sa starting lang talaga. So, dito, sineset up natin ang ating mga modems for Wi-Fi, modems for wireless GPRS or Global Packet Radio Services, which is used by mobile SIM cards. Kaya meron akong dalawang SIM card na merong mobile data. Actually, ang ginamit ko lang is yung EasySurf 15 ng TM. That's only for 2 days data. But in real application, I think mas maganda kung gamitan natin yung may limit ng gigabytes for 1 month na talaga, so that unlimited yung ating sending sa internet and sending sa ating internet application. So yun, after initializing, as you can see, lalabas dito yung reading, temperature, yung H is humidity, P is pressure, yung L dyan is light intensity, 5 blocks yun siya, yung S is wind speed, 5 meters per second, and R is rain intensity. So, yung wind speed, actually ito yun, so malakas siya kasi nga nakafocus sa kanya yung electric fan, so that is calibrated value niya na. So, what we do, ang first ko na i-explain is kung paano mag-work yung data logging muna tayo. So, every 10 seconds, din-data log niya yan dito sa ating SD card. So, every 10 seconds na dumadaan, naglalagay siya ng data sa SD card, lahat ng mga sensor readings, as well as yung date and time. So, galing sa RTC, ito yung ating RTC, ito yung sensor natin para makuha yung correct date and correct time. Okay. So, kung gusto nating that's one thing, no? So, another thing, feature niya is itong app. So, kung meron tayo nitong app, by the way, hindi lang isang tao yung pwedeng magkaroon nito. As long as i-share natin yung ating Gmail email address, yung ating Gmail account. So, mag-download tayo ng blank app, tapos i-login yung Gmail account na yun, lalabas din itong application na ito. So, ang gagawin ko is i-connect ko siya sa server. Okay. So, makita natin, mag-change yung value ng ating reading base sa reading doon sa ito, no? Base dito. So, first is, i-connect ko siya. Gagawin ko is, kung i-check natin, i-compare natin yung readings. Okay. As you can see, similar yan sila. Okay. So, 3.14, 2.56. So, nag-change siya based on every change sa readings na sa kabila. Okay. So, I think nakita natin yan. Actually, dito sa ating, para maklara talaga natin, dito sa ating water level sensors, pwede rin natin i-check. Let's say, itataas ko to siya. Okay, dapat level 1 na yun, diba, sa ating water level sensor. So, nag-change siya, naging level 1. So, let's say, sa river, umakyat na yung tubig, umabot na dito. So, let's say, umakyat ulit yung tubig, umabot dito. So, dapat level 2. So, merong konting delay, but tolerable naman. How many seconds lang naman yun. Considering na kahit nasa Manila tayo, then nasa Mindanao itong ating sensor, pwede mong makuha yung reading in that how many seconds lang, just because you are using the internet. And considering na hindi siya gumagamit ng Wi-Fi or Ethernet, ang ginagamit nilang is mobile data based sa ating design. Kasi ang gusto natin is wireless, portable siya. So, mayroong mga places like mga bukid na walang internet but meron namang signal sa cellphone, so you can utilize that. Okay, so in case ko to, dapat, let's say, umabot na talaga dito, so dapat naging level 3 na siya. So, again, naging level 3 din dito. Again, tolerable naman yung ating delay. Although, meron, hindi talaga siya exact real time because, again, you are using mobile data, which is quite, kung sa layman's term, lag ng konti. Okay, so, naging level 2. So, let's say, bumaba na yung tubig, naging level 0 na ulit. Okay, so, level 0. So, doon naman, ito yung ating mga sensor readings, no? Kung nakita natin yung lux natin is 3 and 4. Ito kasi yung light sensor natin. So, ang gagawin ko para ma-prove na it's a working light sensor, ilawan ko siya nito. Yung nalobat. Okay. So, naging 908 lux siya. Actually, naging 3,596 lux pa siya after that. Okay. So, actually, nag-jibe yung data nila dalawa. Although they are not connected, they're just connected via internet. Okay. So, i-off ko siya. So, dapat magiging, after how many seconds, magiging 0 yun sila pareho. Okay, 3155. So, again, meron siyang konting delay. Minsan nag-disconnect pa nga siya, pero magre-reconnect lang naman siya ulit. Okay, so, naging 61 lux. 61 lux. So, as for the I think na-feature ko na lahat. Rain sensor. So, ito namang rain intensity meter. Pag may-measure ng gaano kalakas yung dumaan na ulan. So, lagyan ko siya ng tubig. So, actually kung ulan, shower naman yun siya. Hindi naman yun siya puro talaga na tubig dito. Tumatama lahat. So, konti lang naman yung tumatama dito. But still, let's say malakas yung ulan. So, again, ang measurement nito is in liter per meter squared. So, hindi naman meter squared talaga yung laki nito, pero ni-ratio and proportion natin yung dami ng tubig na pupasok kapag i-compare natin sa how many meter squares na readings. So, dadagdagan ko pa ulit. Actually, naka 1.2 daw yun, 1.2 liter per meter squared yung ganong klaseng ulan. I guess that. So, yun. So, after that, yung reading natin becomes 6.00. liter per meter square. Ito yung ating wind speed. Okay, light intensity. Pressure, this is in kilopascal by the way. And 6.00 din siya dito. Okay. So, I think sa ating application, no more problem. Again, not exactly real time, but approximately real time. By the way, explain ko lang, no? Based sa scientific reasoning nitong rain intensity meter, ang technique niya actually is dapat ilalagay siya sa place na, let's say, bubong. Usually dapat yung tubig sa baba niya is continuous yung flow, or hindi siya mag-submerge sa tubig. Kasi once na-submerge sa tubig yung rain meter, hindi na siya magka-count or mag-stop na yung counting, kasi this is actually yung kanyang specification. So usually ang ginagawa ng tao is gumagawa sila ng tubo. Okay, maglalagay ng maliit na tubo doon sa lupa, tapos doon ilalagay yung rain meter sa taas ng place na yon, so that pag umulan, yung tubig na pumasok sa rain meter lalabas sila sa pababa. Kasi pag once, let's say, nagkaroon ng umakyat yung tubig or nagkaroon ng baha, tapos na-submerge yung rain meter, hindi na siya mag-work. Okay. I guess yun lang. And then sa rain meter is every 10 minutes nagre-reset yan siya. So kapag umabot yung 10 minutes na hindi nag-change yung reading, or 'di ba, meron man yung change increase sa reading. So pag umabot yung 10 minutes na walang increase sa reading, baback to zero siya. Meaning tumigil na yung ulan, so babalik niya siya into zero. So doon naman sa ating internet website, kasi dalawa kasing sinesendan niya na internet. So, ito yung kanyang tsura. So, this is portableweatherstation.tk. Okay, so weather monitoring system. Ito yung about the system, how to use. So, i-click lang natin yung monitor. Bibigyan niya sa atin yung last 3 readings, no? Last 10 readings. Okay. So, ito daw yung latest. So, April 25, 2018, 10T0302. Actually, nasa 104 na ako ngayon. Okay. So, yun yung data natin. Humidity, pressure, light intensity, wind speed, rain, water level is still 0. Okay. So, nung ni-reset ko, itong 04, April 25, 2018, 104 na. Kanina 103, diba? So, after 1 minute, nag-send siya ulit. Okay. So let's say change ko yung water level. So dito sa internet data natin, ang sinesend natin na data is ang interval ng sending data is every 1 minute. Okay. So yung kanina 103, yung next sending niya must be 104. So hindi siya exactly talaga 1 minute, approximately 1 minute. Every 1 minute mag-send siya ng data dito. Unlike dun sa ating application, again, yung application na hindi naman yun siya para sa isang tao lang. It can be used by anyone na mayroong access sa Gmail account ng ating system. So, ilalagin lang yung Gmail account sa blank app, then pwede nang makita yung app na yan. Okay, kasi dun kasi almost real time. Kaya idinagdag natin yung feature ng application. Okay, yung dito, it's almost real time. So again, that's normal. Nagko-connect and then nagdi-disconnect. So I think after some time, inantay ko lang, meron na lang pumasok na bagong data. Kung nakita natin yung water level niya, naging 1. Okay, kasi nga inakyat ko ito siya kanina. Inakyat ko yung water level sensor kanina. Okay, so that is temperature, humidity, pressure, light. So para siyang weather station na kahit saan mo ilagay, nagre-report sa'yo via this one. Actually, yung water level dito naging 1 din. And then, nagde-data log so that magamit mo in future research. And then, nagsisend din ng data sa internet. Especially yung water level and yung rain meter at saka wind sensor. So, sila kasi, they can be used, example, for future research. Yung light intensity, if ever meron tayong future research sa solar power. Okay, nakita natin, no? Nung inalawan ko siya ng ilaw, naging 165 siya. Kasi nailawan siya ng ating cellphone na ginagamit pang camera. So, yun, pwede mo siyang gamitin kapag gusto mong i-data log yung light intensity ng isang lugar kasi gusto mong install ng solar power. So, meaning, makuha mo yung, dito sa SD card, makuha mo yung reading niya, pwede mo yung i-graph sa Excel kasi ang sinisave niya dito in Excel form. And then, pwede mong maging basis yun kung anong oras lumalakas yung araw doon or malakas yung liwanag doon. As for the wind speed meter naman, ganun din. Okay. Pwede mo siyang ilagay in such a place kung gusto mong mag-install doon ng wind farm for feasibility study. So, pwede mag-install itong weather system para makita kung ano yung weather records ng ating place na yun. So, again, kailangan dito ng dalawang SIM card. Usually, kailangan ng both merong data. Okay. And then, yung receiver, again, because this is using Internet of Things, obviously, yung receiver na to, mayroong internet. Okay. So, ako meron akong wifi sa house, so pwede siyang mag-receive ng data. If not, pwede ko namang mag-receive ng data doon sa ating website. Okay, web server, kumbaga. So, yun namang parang multi-purpose. Itong purpose naman nito is for parang warning device, early warning device ng flood. So, I guess that's all. Thank you for watching.